Yo, listen. That Canelo you saw in the ring, does he beat you at all?
I need y'all to move over.
What you think about the fight? Oh, que quiero.
Dale, papi. What are your thoughts on this fight, man?
It's a good fight. It was a good fight. Canelo did his thing.
You think this fight shows that Canelo's ready for a fight, like let's say with David Benavidez? Did he demonstrate enough?
No, I don't think so. I don't think so. David beats him.
You think David beats him?
Yeah.
No doubt.
Can you give us a quick reaction?
Yeah,
man?
what's up, bro?
What you think about that fight?
It was a good fight. I just think Canelo's experience. Let me call you back. I think his experience, played dividends, and he got the knockdown. But I know he was probably a little upset that he didn't knock him out.
Canelo Munguia, what are your thoughts on that fight?
Wow, I'm gonna tell you what. Great fight for the fans. I thought it was all action. I mean, it was tremendous. Hats off to Canelo to show what he could do with a guy like that, a young lion who's hungry, determined, a younger guy. But I'll tell you what, if we can't get Canelo versus Benavidez, I would love to see Munguia versus Benavidez. I think that would be a barn burner. And I think he, even in a defeat, he elevated his stock. In my opinion, everybody needs to get behind Jaime Munguia. I mean, the performance that he put up, what he gave to get up from that knockdown, the body shots that he took, and Canelo just showed, right now he's at the top.
Bud, it's Kevin with Fight Hype. Bud, what you thought about that fight?
It was a good fight. Munguia showed his heart, determination. He just wasn't stepping in. Canelo kind of looked like he carried him, though.
What do you think about that fight in terms of you fighting Canelo? Did you see opportunities for yourself?
Most definitely.
What kind?
A lot. You had to see the fight, but Canelo did good. Munguia did good. It was a good fight.
All right, Terence, man, you're the best.
Yo, appreciate you, bud.
I thought his performance was an A. Obviously, he had a young, strong, not only young and strong, experienced, but a kid that came to win tonight. Munguia came to win. He didn't, in any minute, back out or say, you know what, I'll just survive. I felt the power. I'll just settle for a decision. He came to win. Even into the last round, he came out and started throwing punches. So I was very happy with Canelo's performance. I think he showed the world that there's still many more left for him. Made him miss, took some shots, made him pay. Never sat down on a stool, which proves that he's not getting tired. Proper training, the camp was great, and obviously won. But Munguia is who tonight, even with a defeat, wins. I think he showed the world that there's a lot of heart. He's learned a lot. He's progressed a lot. He's not the Munguia of 1 or 2 years ago. And this will be like when Canelo fought Floyd. You'll learn from this and get better.
Now, based on Canelo's performance tonight, Munguia is definitely a come forward action fighter. A lot of people want the David Benavidez fight. Does the Canelo tonight beat David Benavidez?
It's a different fight. It's a different strategy. It's a different style, but not based on this fight, just based on Canelo. I've always felt that he would beat him. It's not going to be easy. Obviously, David is young, strong, comes forward, but that's the style that fits Canelo. The guys that come to fight, he will counter them. And David will be one of those guys that'll say, I don't care if I have to get hit as long as I can land a punch. So, people said there was cracks in Munguia's defense. I think he showed today he had a lot better defense than even I seen a few fights ago. He's improved a lot. But David will take the shots in order to land the shots. So I think we'll see a different style fight.
In the early rounds, was it more Munguia or was Canelo just taking his time? I wouldn't call it sluggish, but usually we kind of see a very slick defensive Canelo early on. What do you think that was? Was that just Munguia or?
I think it's a combination of both. Munguia came out very aggressive from the first round, throwing a lot of punches, trying to establish a domain, like a dominant factor, but Saul experience. I'll remind you of a fight that reminded me a little bit about this. Juan Diaz, Baby Bull.
Kind of ironic he was here, yeah.
Against Juan Manuel Marquez. Baby Bull came out too fast. And Juan told me after the fight, I knew he couldn't keep up that pace. That's a nervous trying to establish, I'm not afraid of you, but it's also the experienced fighter saying, okay, I know where you're at. I know what you're doing. Let me start working it and breaking you down little by little. And that's what we saw.
You think that's probably why he got caught in within, I think, the early rounds with that combination Canelo landed on Munguia?
Absolutely, absolutely. You start getting comfortable. You start feeling like, okay, I'm in control. I'm winning. But it's like the experienced fighter is actually letting you feel that way and then sneaks it in right when you don't expect it.
Do you think that this version of Canelo that we saw tonight stands a chance in a fight with your son?
Well, of course, we've been a mandatory for almost 3 years. The reason that he's asking for $200 million, it says something, he doesn't want to fight him. So I think my son has had more experience at 168. Berlanga, hasn't had a lot. Munguia hasn't had a lot of experience. So I think they need to prove themselves a little bit more. I think they should fight Boo Boo, Caleb Plant, and see where they're at,
Yeah.
And I think, but at one point, I think we're all going to fight. They're young, they're good, talented fighters, and we're here, to fight whoever.
Yeah. This is fucking Mexico. Yeah. It's green.
Creo que siempre busqué la pelea. Creo que gané los primeros rounds, iba muy bien hasta que llegó el quinto asalto y me agarró. La verdad que me sentí muy bien, nunca me sentí lastimado. Creo que es un peleador con bastante experiencia y pues la verdad yo creo que no contento con el trabajo que hice, pero creo que es una buena experiencia y pues no, de la cara en alto hay que seguir trabajando fuerte.
Well, first of all, I would like to tell you that I was always looking for the fight. I was always following him and trying to put in a fight. I think he's a fighter with a lot of experience, and I think I was winning the first rounds until I got caught in the fifth, and I believe that, and honestly I was never hurt, but he's got a lot of experience, he's a very good fighter, and it was a learning experience. I didn't get the win, but it was a great learning experience for that.
Oscar, do you mind just
I thought Jaime did excellent against the current face of boxing right now. I strongly feel that I take nothing away from Canelo. I've always said he's a good fighter in the ring. But this experience for Jaime will just take him to another level. It's just like Mayweather and Canelo, same thing. You know, Canelo got schooled, and then he became a face of boxing. He became a good fighter. Same thing with Munguia. He gains experience. He didn't get schooled, but he gains experience and becomes a better fighter. So this is just the beginning for Jaime.
I feel great. I feel proud about this fight. I think all the Mexicans enjoy, and I feel great. I knew Munguia is gonna be tough. He's a strong fighter. He have a lot of pride. So, but I did what I need to do to win.